Pinehurst is pleased to be joined by the reigning U.S. Open champion from Marion in 2013, just a year ago. Here we are at Pinehurst with Justin Rose. Justin, welcome back to Pinehurst. You've spent a few days here already. What are your thoughts of #2 in this restoration?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing to be here at Pinehurst. It's been very special to come here as the US Open or reigning US Open champion, and I think Pinehurst is going to be a phenomenal venue for it here in 2014. I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest with you. I knew Pinehurst is obviously a very historic venue within the United States, and has some awesome history, and I really enjoyed sort of walking around the clubhouse, getting a feel for all of that this week, and it makes the venue very special. But in terms of the golf course, I didn't play in '99 or '05, so I didn't really have a frame of reference, but I really enjoyed natural style golf. So what Cole Crenshaw did, bringing back the sandy look and more of a natural environment, I think is fantastic, and the course is playing very, very well. Obviously we're a couple of weeks out still, so I think it's going to get firmer faster in terms of the surrounds around the greens, but I can see exactly what this test is going to be all about. Seems to me the fairways sort of pinch in a little bit around 300-ish, let's say. You can lay back and play into some fairly wide, sizable fairways, but then you have 200-yard iron shots, and these greens are pretty tough to hold from 200 yards. So that's going to be the challenge. It's going to be a risk-reward off the tee in some ways, and I think especially with the way it's set up off the fairway, there's going to be that element of rub at the green, which I think is fun. It's a bit different, and you're going to have to accept that. There's going to be a big mental component to that. You're going to catch a good break, you're going to catch a bad break, and hopefully over the course of 72 holes, that's going to be the same for everybody in the field. But very unique golf course, and I'm looking forward to learning it.
You couldn't have probably two more different golf courses than Marion last year in 2013 and Pinehurst here. Can you speak to that a little bit about how much different a U.S. Open this may be this time around in 2014?
Yeah, I mean, Marion was very wet. Obviously, we had a lot of rain prior to the tournament, which enhanced the differences between these two golf courses. I think this course is designed for it to be firm and fast. Marion, I think they wanted it to be a little firmer and faster than it was, but clearly there's a lot of thick rough at Marion. The fairways are fairly narrow. There were a lot of angles, some blind shots. It feels like here, you've got more generous landing areas, but it's learning how to control the ball on the ground. Whereas Marion was very much a through the air kind of test. The ball was sticking where it was landing for the most part. So accuracy is important at both venues, but it's learning how to control your accuracy on the ground here. So the run-outs, learning how to control the trajectory so the ball is not out of control when it lands. So two very, very different tests, but I'm excited. Obviously, the overall principle of the US Open remains the same, though. Patience, learning how to grind it out, and sort of accept adversity out there. So that will remain the same. I think it's still going to be a very tough test, but as you say, very different to Marion, but excited to sort of pit my skills against a new course.
You mentioned it, walking around the clubhouse, spending some time in there. What struck you? What strikes you about Pinehurst?
I think just some of the old great names who even played in the North-South Amateur, really. I think, Walter Hagen and names like that who had played in that amateur event throughout the years. That struck me. I didn't know that, to be honest with you, so that was new to me. And then also just getting a feel for the golf course, how it played in '99, how it played in '05. Looking who was up there, Retief Goosen, I didn't really remember he had such a big lead going into Sunday, and shot obviously a pretty tough round for him, and he was defending US Open champion, so it just shows you what a US Open can do, and you always have to respect it.
Best of luck to you, US Open week. Maybe it's a back-to-back coming on a pretty good time for back-to-backs here at Pinehurst.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hope so. We've been channeling some Curtis Strange, 88, 89, so hopefully we can be the next guy to do it.
Sounds good. Justin Rose, thank you so much for joining us today. Best of luck at Pinehurst.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.